partially we're here just in solidarity with this movement here. You know, the movement that's going to become, well, that is the American Revolution, the new one.
The new one.
Yeah. And,
with less fancy costumes.
Yeah. Well, I saw a giant wig out there.
Did you?
Yeah, very tall, white-haired wig, powdered.
Since the Tea Party gets all the coverage, clearly we need some sort of hats.
That's true. Hats.
We need silly hats.
Hats are important. So we're going to work on that. That's what we're here for. We're here to make hats tonight.
I saw the paper mache you had going. It's pretty good.
Yeah. So it's there's a lot of hat making that needs to be done because, as you can see, the numbers are growing. There were, earlier in the week, I think when this thing started, there were a lot of people here, about 5,000. But then now there's about, there were about 50, and now there's about 200 or so. So I think we can expect it to keep growing again.
Now, you guys have been kind of on a mission to let people know that corporations are giant twats for a long time now. Is this kind of what you were are you hoping this? Well, yeah. Are you hoping that this would bring awareness and people would start behaving like this and start marching and start?
Yeah. We're hoping more people realize how douchey they are.
Right. Right.
Douchey giant twats, totally.
Douchey giant twats. Yeah. But they're dicks, too.
Oh, they
are.
So
it's kind of twatty dicks.
Assholes.
Oh, well.
Am I allowed to say that on the radio?
Yeah.
The podcast?
You think douchey twats was all right, but assholes is where I drew the line?
Yeah. Why is it all body parts? Really, they're worse than that. They're like kryptonite. No. That's...
Maybe like rhino dicks.
Yeah,
like if you switch to another animal.
Wrong with a douche.
And nothing wrong with an asshole.
Or a dick or a twat or any of that.
Yeah,
nothing wrong.
So, although we've clearly gone into some very interesting territory, what else are you guys working on? Are you working on another movie, or
we're working on doing what we can to build the movement, I guess you could say. We go out and we train people, we work with people to help them do actions. That's our main thing.
Cool, that's the Yes Men Lab, right?
Yes Lab.
Yes Lab.
YesLab.org.
And how long is that? The lab's kind of just getting going, right?
It's been going for a year. And,
cool.
But now we just got moved into NYU. NYU freakishly is hosting the lab now. So
really?
Yeah, so we get these big rooms, and especially we get lots of students full of energy and excitement, and NYU gets to say, oh, we endanger our students, we're great.
Yeah.
And the students get to get arrested.
It'll be funny if you then lead those students against the corporations that sponsor the university.
Well, that would be almost any corporation there is, probably, I would think.
That's inevitable, right? It's a machine to destroy itself.
No.
And hopefully capitalism along with it.
I know.
What's the rope rich man story? Hang himself?
Didn't give him enough rope?
Give him you can sell a rich man the rope to hang himself with? No.
Yeah. Give the man a rope, and he'll teach the man to hang himself and...
No, that's the whole...
You guys are the modern Abbott and Costello. I have no idea.
Yeah, we're really excited.
The thing is, you're calling me fat now, and I'm kind of... No, wait, Abbott and Costello, there wasn't really
you can
a
both
fat
be
guy.
Abbott.
There was a round guy.
Costello was fat.
Oh. Maybe together we can be the Three Stooges.
There you go. Who wants to shave their head? No, there's this natural... I think by being in the society, there's that natural hypocrisy that, if you want to achieve anything, it's got to be through capitalism. It'd be, at least to some degree. I do this podcast, and I try and be as genuine as I can, and then I'm like, buy my CDs. Yeah, it's not easy.
Well, we're all a part of it, but unfortunately we're hitting the wall, and it's going to have to change. So it either changes faster, and we end up in a better way in a couple of years, or it changes really slow, and we slowly grind ourselves into filth and miasma, putrid decay.
Khan was talking about how rabbits, you put them on an island with just so much grass, and they'll eat the grass until they die. And, they'll destroy the island, they'll ruin the ecosystem eating the grass, which is what they do. They're rabbits. It's nothing wrong with it. And us, it's kind of the same. We just go and shop all the time. And we'll just do it until we die.
We'll do it until we die, right.
But we won't. Because we're smarter than rabbits.
Yeah,
Some of us. Many of us.
Several of us are smarter than rabbits.
Then some rabbits.
Okay, the three of
certain
us,
rabbits.
the three of us are almost as smart as the smartest rabbits.
Well, I'll say top 20% of rabbits. Let's not shoot too high.
All right.
I don't know if you get this question all the time, but of this, you do. Yeah?
I don't know how to answer
of the
either.
dickhead twats you've talked to, of the like stunts you've pulled, the things you've done, what was the most dangerous in terms of you're like we're gonna get just beaten down? Because I know that watching when people watch the movies, they're like how ugly were things about to get? Like it's tough to know.
You know, it depends on how you define beaten down. I think that probably when we were in Calgary and the head of the conference actually dragged us off and put us in a room, I think that
Was that the silver bodysuit?
No. It was a Vivolium thing.
Sorry, gold
Exxon Vivolium. That's where we took your fellow comedian Reggie Watts and boiled him down into
Right.
fuel. And anyway, the head of the conference actually dragged us off stage and they threw us in a little holding cell. Not a holding cell. It was just an office where people normally punch their punch cards, for work, where they punch in. And they made us sit there while they called the police. So we were like, oh shit, now the police are coming. We're going to be in jail. But the police came and they actually thought it was really funny and they let us go. So the police made sure they protected us from the private
This was
security.
where, Canada?
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
This wasn't America.
Yeah. What other times?
I've had nice times with police whenever I've been arrested. They're just like, we end up having a really nice conversation, and there's bonding, the whole thing.
Bondage.
Bonding. No, I mean, I'd be into it, but no.
How many times have you been arrested?
4 or 5.
Right.
I mean, in my entire life, 6. Not that many. And not for good reasons, always.
Oh, so they weren't all for movies and things.
No, they were pretty much never for movies. Once I got arrested for a bicycle ticket while trying to take the UN by storm.
And not the bicycle. The bicycle ticket came a year or 2 before.
Yeah.
And then taking the UN by storm, normally you think that would be a valid reason to get a ticket.
Right.
I happened to be trying to take the UN by storm
By
when
coincidence. Right.
I got arrested because I hadn't paid a bicycle ticket. So that's
amazing.
been my
Let that be a
record
lesson to
getting arrested.
protesters out there.
Yeah.
Have all your tickets paid.
Well,
Or not.
Then make sure
because
that
you sometimes really want to get arrested. Like, I don't think they really wanted to arrest anybody. They often don't, because it makes great news.
I
So
mean, in
you
that
sometimes
case,
have to push to get arrested.
Yeah, in that case, it served a good purpose. Although you were, down in the jail and whatnot, in the tombs as they call them here. We got to take the tape and bring it to CNN, and as a result of the arrest, we could say, "Oh, something's happened. Someone was arrested."
Right,
and
right,
then the ringleader was arrested, and then they can put it on the TV.
At times, watching what you guys have done, I feel like there are moments where you're like, "Well, nobody's going to do anything to us. They're just fine with this."
Yeah,
Like
That's normal.
they're fine with me giving this speech.
they are usually, and in fact, most of the time, most of them are. And some of them who notice that something is weird about the speech, they don't say anything because they want to see what happens too. They become audience, and they enjoy it.
Yeah. When we boiled Reggie down for fuel, the only reason that the conference organizers came up and arrested us wasn't because they were appalled at seeing Reggie boiled down for fuel. It was because somebody in the audience, somebody there recognized us from the first movie. So,
Right.
And she texted the conference organizers. So it's pretty much never happened that somebody has actually been appalled enough to stand up and stop us.